John C. Hench Production Art Studio in Peoria, Illinois, VideoMax Limited presents Midstate Magazine with your hosts, Dawn McClure and Marcella Gillen. The news with Gerard Taylor and Haley Fichter. And a mini reporting team. Sports, Rivales. Johnson is on the beat. Shane Fryer takes us about town. Get real with Bob Hallberg. Let's eat with Simone Buckner. We go in the spotlight with Savannah Jones. Team Justin Restaino and Allison Bart. Elizabeth Scoville brings us State of the Arts. I'm your announcer, Siles. Now, Midstate Magazine. Take it away, gang.
Welcome to Midstate Magazine. I'm Don.
And I'm Marcella Gillen. Thanks for joining us.
So we got spring break coming up pretty soon. Any plans?
Well, for me, I'm not necessarily going on spring break this year. I meant to stay home and spend time with my family. I went on spring break last year. I drove with a group of friends to Panama City Beach. Okay. and it was quite an experience. I really enjoyed it.
Nice.
I normally, for vacations, my family and I go to Mexico. Okay. And I think the beaches are a little bit different, definitely more warmer there. But with a lot of the ongoing violence in Mexico, tourists are kind of a little bit scared to go to Mexico anymore.
Staying at home has been the theme lately with the passing. It really wasn't a blizzard. They went on and on how we supposed to get all this snow.
I know. I've heard 6 to 8 inches, and all of a sudden, like, we just it was pretty bad, because I know my company, when I got off of work later that day, we had this office bonding going on because we all were scraping each other's windows and trying to get off. And
it still wasn't a blizzard. It was more. We just had snow. I felt like. I mean, I know I haven't been here coming from California, but hey,
Oh yeah, does it even snow in California, Don? I mean,
not really, no. So no, I mean, and also in Peoria they did recently this fashion show or something trying to raise money for kids.
Yeah, I think it was in the Children's Hospital. They're doing. They're pretty successful. They have it's targeted more towards the female demographic, but they have of course kids doing the fashion show, and they raised, I think last year it was $13,000 or $12,000.
That's pretty impressive.
It's a great fundraiser and a great cause. So
yeah, that's pretty impressive actually.
And they were worried that the snowstorm would actually damage the attendance.
Right, and you know what? They're actually doing a documentary out here too on a speech team who got
the state championship. We have some local champs here in Peoria.
Right. There's a lot on in Central Illinois.
Let's check in with the news team.
Good evening, I'm Gerard Taylor.
And I'm Haley Fichter. Now let's take a look at the news. Many Americans struggle with money management and knowledge. Banks in Central Illinois are responding by holding Macon County Money Smart Week from April 20th through April 27th. Banks and credit unions have partnered with educators, businesses, libraries, and schools to hold the week of financial education activities and workshops. Events are aimed at an audience ranging from preschoolers to adults. This will be the second year that Money Smart Week is held. For more information, visit www.moneysmartweek.org.
A push to open a tattoo parlor in Livingston County is bringing people together. 3 local tattoo supporters have started a petition against Livingston County's ban on tattoo parlors. A public health ordinance created in 1996 after someone allegedly contracted a disease from getting a tattoo. The petitioners believe the ban prevents good business from taking place in Livingston County. Currently, the petitioners are trying to gain more support before presenting the idea to the public board. Lifting or amending the tattoo parlor ordinance would take a majority vote by the county board.
Illinois continues to fall behind in hearing property tax appeals. Some Illinois residents have been waiting for more than 2 years to go before the Illinois Property Tax Appeals Board. Currently, more than 85,000 property owners across the state are waiting for their case to be resolved. The board agency has been on the ground on processing appeals since 2004, when former Governor Rod Blagojevich oversaw a reduction in the A's budget. The budget reduction meant a headcount drop from 53 to 26 in 1 year.
A new study suggests that people who drink diet soda don't eat more sugary or fatty foods than people who drink water. According to from the University of Northern Carolina, drinking diet soda may not cause increased appetite. The participants in the study ate a similar amount of total calories, carbs, fats, and sugars regardless if they were drinking water or diet soda. However, the study's findings were not meant to prove that diet drinks are harmless. Central Illinois has many different events that celebrate music.
Jason Mold checked at Cabin Fever to see what was offered.
Cleverly avoiding the bitter cold this past President's Weekend, many Eagle Festival lovers found refuge at the 3rd Annual Cabin Fever in the East Peoria Event Center.
There's only 2 other places in the world that we know of that do it. One is over on the East Coast and one is in the UK. But we try to kind of a summer outdoor camping and music festival because as the title of our event suggests, people are kind of antsy and they want to get out and they want to do something in the middle of winter. So this is kind of our option for people to do that.
Setting up tents and chairs, campers prepared for an weekend of good music, fun people, and that laid-back atmosphere you only get at a music festival.
But down in Morgan Meadow State Park, I go to this cabin every year, and it's been the 1800s. And so we didn't get to go this year. So this is my total makeup for going out for even an extra few days and having actually fun with awesome new people.
With such a friendly and relaxed atmosphere, it's impossible to come across an unhappy person.
People just seem to have a family-oriented feeling here. They get to experience the music, they get to bring their kids, so it's all around fun for everybody.
Nice people, good, and a well-needed break from the cold, Cabin Fever was the perfect place to spend a holiday weekend. For Midstate Magazine, I'm Jason Mall.
Thanks. Now let's go to Brent with sports.
Thanks, Haley. Mayweather Jr. is returning to the ring. Mayweather, who is 43-0 with 26 knockouts, signed a 6-fight, 30-month deal with Showtime CBS, effectively ending his career with HBO. His first fight will be on May 4th, where he will defend his welterweight title against interim belt holder Robert Guerrero. Guerrero, who is 31-1 with 1 draw and 18 knockouts, has won titles at the featherweight and junior lightweight levels, plus interim belts at the lightweight and welterweight levels. The fight will take place in Las Vegas at MGM Grand. It will receive heavy watch on various CBS outlets, including the NCAA tournament and the Final Four. 4 different athletes, 1 common honor: introduction into the Bradley Hall of Fame. At the final Braves Club luncheon of the year, fans came to honor the following athletes: Gavin Clinton, the only All-American athlete in Braves history who went on to play professional soccer for the island nation Turks and Caicos. Track and field athlete Philip Lockwood, who helped establish the Coleman Race for the Cure in Peoria. Matt Sauvé, who was represented by the U.S. in the 2006 Winter Olympics. And Samantha Hardwick, the only Brave to have more than 1,000 digs and 500 kills in her volleyball career on the hilltop.
I was shocked and so excited. It's such an honor to get the Hall of Fame.
More importantly, I get to come back here and see the people that made this adventure so special for me.
All 4 athletes were officially inducted into the Hall the next day during the halftime of Bradley's game against Indiana State. Jerry Buss, owner of the Los Angeles Lakers, died last week from kidney failure. He was 80. Buss presided over the team that won 10 NBA titles and showcased some of the biggest names of professional basketball. He introduced Showtime to LA, bringing entertaining basketball to the entertainment capital of the world. The owner bought the Lakers along with the Los Angeles Kings and the Forum, the building in which the Lakers play, in 1979 for $67 million. Buss was born on January 27, 1933 as Gerald Hayton Buss. That's it for sports. Back to you, Haley.
Thanks, Brent. Police were called to break up a bingo game fight at a senior living apartment building in New Hampshire last week. It was reported there was some pushing and shoving over Avon during the building's regularly scheduled bingo game. Police said that the alleged victim had marks on her arm. Officers are investigating whether an assault occurred and whether to press charges.
There were wheelchairs and walkers being thrown around.
Who knew bingo could be so cutthroat?
Well, that's it for the news. I'm Brent Javalis.
I'm Taylor.
And I'm Haley Fichter. Great night and join us next week.
Next news team. All right, bingo story?
Well,
that's
you know,
that's
so funny. I used to play bingo back when I was a child in junior high, I believe, because our teacher thought it was a great way to do games, like the lectures and the material and stuff. I don't think we ever broke out in fights, though.
I mean,
candy was at stake, but we never broke out in fights.
My grandmother faithfully plays bingo, and it is
Your grandmother
serious.
does?
Yes.
And how old is she?
She is in her 70s now. But the point
she's still
being,
going strong.
yeah, the point being is it's a very serious game. People do not take it lightly at all. I mean, if I was playing, I would not be opposed to going down if we both had the same bingo card and we both yell bingo. So
there can only be one winner? It's the first person that yells bingo?
In my opinion, I don't know how they do it out here, so.
Maybe they need refs for this game, evidently, if these fights are going to break out.
Speaking of other things going on in Peoria, we also had the Tunnel of Oppression, which was about pretty much making people here at Bradley and the community of Peoria aware of minorities. And as a minority, you feel being here on Bradley campus.
You know, personally, I don't think I experience any. I don't think I experienced any discrimination, quote unquote.
Right.
But from my hometown, there was a lot of Hispanics in our community, and even with the authorities pulling them over more than the average white male, I think it's something that we need to become aware of. So I'm glad that they have programs like this.
Gotcha.
Well, President's Weekend may have come and gone, but Let's Eat team takes us to patriotism. Let's see, sorry.
Well, this week they visited an American classic here in the heart of Illinois.
On this episode of Let's Eat, breakfast is on the menu again. We visited a popular Peoria restaurant, Wild's, where food and fun is always excess. Located at 115 North Brandywine Drive, Wildberries feels like a home away home. The second you walk through the door, the combination of wooden architecture, calm music, and delicious foods form an altogether terrific breakfast experience. I had the privilege of speaking to one of the managers about the unique atmosphere Wildberries provides.
That I enjoy the most about my job is when we do have our regular customers. If we have time, we like to sit down and talk to them, maybe have a cup of coffee with them and just talk about what's going on in their life, what's going on in ours, and really get to know them.
Speaking of coffee, Wildberries has a coffee bar where you can treat your palate to over 20 different smoothie and coffee combinations. Not only Wildberries have a wide variety of beverage items, the menu also overflows with many homemade entrees. At Wildberries, customers are never hungry.
The price is really cheap and the portions are really good.
Nice portions of your food, you know, at a cheap price.
Along the many items we tasted, the pancakes were our favorite. They were sweet, fluffy, and ending. Our combined meals came to a total of $35.31. Wildberries serves a very satisfying breakfast, and we left with talk of returning trip.
We like to deliver great food and great service and make everybody feel special and important.
So if you're looking for great food and great service, stop by Wildberries and never go hungry again. For Midstate Magazine, I'm Simone Buckner.
Thanks, Simone. Now, we had a couple weeks ago a guest in here, Carl was his name, and he did a couple of magic tricks for our audience.
Right. And I went to
How is he doing?
He's good. Keeping up with our previous guests. We went to go check on him at the field house, and he was amazing, you know, impressing more people. He's like, I think it's called walking magic or something like that, where he just table to table and he does a few tricks for people, card tricks or whatever.
He does this on the weekends when people are in there? Or
I think the weekdays too. I know he does it on Monday when I popped in on him, and he's like very professional in a suit doing magic tricks, just going from table to table.
So what kind of things did you see when you were there?
When I was there, he would basically come by, you'd be eating your food, you'd be waiting for your food, and then, you know, when he gets to your table, he'll ask you if you want to see some tricks, and then
dinner, and there you go.
Exactly. There's a lot of relationship drama in the music world.
Brandon has all the news with On the Beat.
On the Beat, I'm Brandon Johnson. This week, the music industry is plate full of relationship failures, but isn't it always? With breakups and makeups, you can be sure to get a kick out of celebrities every day. Taylor Swift isn't the only one dishing about her ex's breakups. Harry Styles talks about the breakup instead of ripping on her. He's calling her a sweet girl. Styles has also said he doesn't mind seeing her around and doesn't have a bad word to say about her. Maybe Taylor should take a few notes on Pre's breakup composure. Justin Bieber and Selena Gomez are a couple known to be on and off every week. But for now, it's over. In a Hollywood Life interview, stress on the frustrating relationship, especially with being in the spotlight. As for Justin, he has been spending more time with his family for support. We'll see what happens when they reunite in Europe, where Selena will be filming her upcoming movie, Breakers, and Justin will be touring. More breakup news. Chris Brown and Rihanna recently called it quits again. The reason? Sources say because of Drake. That's not unusual, though. Celebrity Buzz says that Rihanna was caught texting Drake, and Chris Brown was furious. Let's hope he doesn't make a scene like he's done before. That's all for On the... I'm Brandon Johnson.
All right, thanks, Brandon. So with the relationship drama,
there's so many. I think celebrities are in the spotlight so much, and they just want to know everything doing with the relationship. And I know, and Justin are always on and off, on and off.
I mean, they're teenagers. And the fact that they are putting so much...
Celine and I are literally born on the same day of the same year. So you're calling me a mature?
Absolutely
Don't you think
not.
I'm a little bit more mature?
But I'm just saying, the excuse that they're teenagers, and that's what you do. You break up, get back to... It's the normal stuff. They always put all this into it.
And the funny part is that then their music always reflects relationship drama. Because I know Justin has the You Don't Like the Light song coming out. Definitely not Selena.
Forget the drama. With the Oscars being our great Tammy Lane, you know, she got her first award on the movie
The Hobbit.
Yes.
Yeah, and that's really recognition. That's a great alum for Bradley University. Well, the Oscars just happened, and with the Oscars comes lots of trivia.
Let's see how much people knew with Street Team.
Hey, I'm Darad. Oscars just passed weekend, so we're out here asking some Oscar trivia. Let's see what everyone knows. So, what year was the first Academy Award show?
No idea.
1940?
1932.
Close, actually.
Really?
Yes, 27 was the year.
Oh, man.
Which actress has won the most Oscars?
The girls, I thought. No?
Well, it's not Halle Berry.
Julia Roberts.
Julia Roberts.
No, it's not Julia Roberts.
George Clooney. No idea.
No, okay. George Clooney, no. But it was Katharine Hepburn.
Okay.
What is the difference between an Oscar and the Academy Awards?
I say that the Oscars are higher.
Not entirely sure.
Okay.
I guess I don't know anything about the Oscars.
Nothing?
No.
Aren't you an actor?
No.
There is no difference. They're the same. They just have different, or they have different names for them, because Oscar is the actual award that you get, but the Academy Awards is the actual name.
Name the Bradley University alum who was nominated for an Oscar this year.
Didn't know we had one.
Oh, that's cool. I didn't know that happened. I know.
Oh, we're doing big things. We're doing big things.
Look at us.
Her name is Tammy Lane.
Oh, get her life.
Right.
Tammy Lane.
Yes, and she's also nominated this year. Do you know which movie for which? Correct. So today, we had a few box office hits, a few flops. Street Team, I'm Darad Taylor.
Thanks, Darad. It's always fun to see how he teases people about their trivia level knowledge.
I know. I would think that more would actually know more about the Oscars or whatnot. You know, that the trophy is called Oscar and the show is the Academy Awards show, you know, but I guess not.
I mean, it's one of those things, you know, that there's so many people with the different levels of knowledge, though, because with sports you get people that know what year, who got it, everything from A to Z, and then others like who played in the Super Bowl. It's kind of funny to see the ranges in that.
I mean, I must say with Skyfall, 007, you know, I actually loved that movie, and the fact that it was great. I can't help it, you know.
Love it for the actors,
But while the Oscars may have passed, there are still plenty of movies to see.
Let's check out with Bob and Get Real.
Hey there, and welcome to Get Real. I'm your host, Bobby Parlberg. What do you have when you combine a stolen identity, a cross-country road trip, and a series of comical situations? Besides all that pandemonium, you got the movie Identity Thief.
Okay, and we can do it the hard way, or we can do it the easy way.
I'd like to pick the way.
Get over here and give me your wrists.
Okay.
Now, I have a plan.
The movie focused on family man Sandy Patterson, played by Jason Bateman, who has become the victim of identity fraud. The thief is none other than Diana, played by Melissa McCarthy. Sandy discovers the only way to clear his name due to Diana's actions is to travel from Colorado to Florida and bring her back to give a statement in his favor. But Diana is not going to go without a fight. The idea actually stems from Bateman himself.
Jake brought up to me the idea of ID theft. I hadn't heard the title of it, and I only heard his brief description of what it would be. And it was his great idea to switch it from a male role that Melissa's part was to being something that was tailored for Melissa. When I heard the idea and I heard that she would be the criminal and that he'd be chasing her, I just knew it was going to be awesome.
The movie is not just full of situations, and instead also shows a softer side, zoning in on family and love, which brings about McCarthy's acting abilities as a comedian, as well as who can bring a tear to the audience's eye.
I lose, you win. You're a great thief. I've got these weird pants on, out in the middle of nowhere. How'd we get here, anyway?
I carried you. It's not a big deal. You were unconscious. We were like a half mile from the main road.
Jesus Christ.
So I just scooped you up and, flagged down a truck. Gave us a ride here. Dropped us off.
Get these shoes at the same place you got the pants?
No. Yeah. Clerk said an EMT took him at hobo.
Come on.
He's not gonna need him back, so.
Guy died in these?
In all, I give Identity Thief 3 out of 5 stars. For Get Real, I'm Bobby Bartleberg, and remember, I've seen it, so I mean it.
Thanks, Bob. All right, so Identity Theft, the movie.
Well, yeah, I think that movie kind of covered the funny side of identity theft. Really, it's a serious matter. I mean, today people go through your garbage and they'll put together shredded pieces of paper just to get information. It's kind of terrible.
I mean, part of it is, I feel like part of identity theft is because it's so much that's accessible to people on credit cards, on phones now. The technology is kind of getting out of hand where you can bank on your phone, and even though it's convenient, it's so easy to take over somebody's phone and steal it.
I think technology really facilitates the whole concept of identity theft.
Right.
And people are starting to, you know, bank on that industry because then they're selling you these softwares that help protect your identity. So you're just getting your money taken, whether you're trying to protect your money or, you know, just it actually is stolen. So you either way.
You know, and I mean, how do you get out of something like that when you get your identity?
Your life would be completely
I guess
just and build it up again. Unfortunately.
All right, well,
Liz has an interesting talent in the studio.
Let's see who she has with her this week with State of the Arts.
Hello, welcome to State of the Arts. I'm your host, Elizabeth Scoville. Today in the studio, we have Daniela Vidal. She's a senior at Richards High School, a straight-A student and a national honor. She's also a classical violinist, and we welcome her to our show. Daniela, thanks for coming.
Oh, no problem. I'm glad to be
Good. So when did you first get involved with music?
In the 4th grade, we had the option to start an orchestra, so I picked the violin, and I've stuck with it since then.
What's so great about the violin?
There are many different tones that you can get, a lot of different emotions that you can portray, and besides being a solo instrument, it's also a really vital part to the orchestra, and the melodies, and also being the harmonies at the same time. So I like its versatility.
Do you play any other instruments, or do you think you'll ever consider playing something else as well?
Well, I wish I could play the cello, but I don't know if I'll be able to because my hands are too small. But yeah, I'd like to play the cello one day, but I don't play any other instruments besides this.
So I imagine you're involved in orchestra in your high school.
Yes.
What do you get with music going into college?
I hope to just take some private lessons and possibly just be in the college orchestra and just go from there and try to even progress further.
You don't plan to major in music by chance?
No, I don't.
Why not?
I feel like I could be more focused on what my career to be, but I don't see my career being in music.
You know what? That's fair. So what are you going to be playing for us today?
I'll be playing Le Sien by Sansan, and it's originally for cello, but
ooh, interesting. All right.
Transposed for violin.
Okay, hold it for you.
Thank you.
All right, thank you. Whenever you're ready.
Okay.
Oh, Gabrielle, yeah, that was beautiful. That was beautiful. Thank you so much, Daniela, for coming and playing that for us. And thank you for watching. That's all the time we have for this week. For State of the Arts, I'm Elizabeth Scoville.
Thanks so much, Liz. I really appreciated that piece.
No, that was amazing. We was just sitting here talking about how, I mean, this was, to hear the violin, I didn't know it was your favorite, and it's one of my favorite things.
You think agree on, Don,
right.
but we can agree today that our favorite piece is the violin.
It has, I mean, when I hear it, what it speaks to me, it has like a certain sadness. It really does sit with me, and you know, it makes you think, and it's so soothing and whatnot. And I was just saying that how I was in school once, and this girl who sang opera, and then this guy who was just like randomly doing some violin
They come
song.
together and
and they just started like, she was singing, and they was just like going off.
That's why I think that's a shame that you know, schools, when they do budget cuts, they want to cut the arts, because I think that it does. People need to appreciate it for what it really is, and not undermine it so much. So.
The arts always seem to go first, but I mean, that was absolutely beautiful. I have nothing else to say about that.
Let it do its own talking.
I know.
And it's actually a very instrument to master, because it kind of is, it's difficult to like really get the note right on and make it come out just right. You can't just play it like a piano.
It's true. Well, that's all the time we have this week. For Midstate Magazine, I'm Don McClure.
And I'm Marcella, and have a great night, and join us next week.
Man.